Hello and welcome back. Since I'm waiting on parts for the Bonneville here, such as clutch for the fan, reservoir, finding a carburetor core to rebuild, all that good stuff. Well, I figured it's time to go under the car. And yeah, I could do the brakes, which is needed, but it's not running right now, so it's not that big of a concern. But since this is a good 455 and I want to hear it, I'm going to do the exhaust. Because one, it's in my way and I'm getting tired of tripping over it. Two, well, I'm waiting on parts to go under the hood. I don't want to go under the hood all at once, even though I probably will open the hood, get light down. You know what I mean, though. Might as well start getting the exhaust, getting it ready, all that good stuff. Now, the fun part's going to be the exhaust manifolds and the bolts holding the exhaust pipe up to the manifold. You know, that good thing. This is probably original. I don't know if they've ever been taken off. We've seen the Y pipe was cracked. I did spray that down with PB Blaster when I got the car because I knew I was going to be doing this. Well, if that breaks, I'm just going to get headers. Screw it. But plan is to, I got a little bit of pipe left. Put the 2.5 inch on there. I got some elbows. I'm going to make a whole exhaust kit for it. I got some axle overs. I'll just show you. Well, here's what I'm working with. I have several different bends and elbows and such. Axle over pipes. They're actually for an A body, but you know what? I'll make them work for the B body. Whatever. H pipe kit. And you don't see the muffler yet because, well, you know, I'm going to do exhaust videos. But I picked out a pair of thrush welded mufflers for it to put on last. Surprise! Gave it away. And then, of course, these right here, pipes, exhaust tips, which, let's be honest, that's a very classic Pontiac look. Not exactly like the GTO. These are the Trans Am splitters, but you know, very iconic Pontiac look. And you know what? It'll still look good on here. And so that's what I'm going to do. Don't know how far I get with the axle back without the muffler on it, but we'll find out. So I'm going to jack this car up. So I crawl up under there and start tackling the exhaust manifolds. Let's see. Ah! Wonderful. It broke. That's great. That's your look on it. That one didn't. That's cool. That's cool. Now my bolt stuck in that. Okay. The reason why I took them off is because the way this was shaped was going towards the starter, and I wanted to turn it around and away to get it a little bit further because, you know, I had the Y pipe, so it was kind of sweeping under. And well, that's great. That is great. I wonder if I can just weld a bolt to it. And yeah, I don't know. That's great. All right, I got a set of headers in the house, but they're for the truck. I really don't want to give those up. Man, the dilemma. I mean, it really doesn't need headers. It look cool, but that's more money. But it sound great. Well, guess I'll look at Marketplace and see if I can't just drill these out. Maybe that'll suffice. Well, and look great. Crawled up under here, got disoriented, lost stuff. Oh, no, never mind. That's what that pain was. Ow. Ah, there they are. So I made some studs, and screw it. That's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm gonna do. And I hope it works. Because trying to drill through them, was a big pain. And yeah, oh, I couldn't hardly get through them. I'm under the car. I really should be on the lift or take the manifolds completely off to fix them. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with the stud. As long as I get it to hold right. Now, because I'm not really doing anything crazy on this car, you know, just getting it running and making it sound good. It's just a little crude, I know, but look at it going from that to that. So, you know, it's gonna sound a lot better. Should run a little bit better too, but you know, that's still a choke point. Headers will make it up, or you know, whatever, but yeah, good enough, I think. This will definitely wake it up and make some sound that we're looking for. Well, trying to weld them on like it is, that was a no-go. Studs broke. So, I'm at it in pass now. These manifolds are pretty much trash. The way I think well, the biggest problem is the one on the driver's side. It's not coming out the back side of the flange, just going up into the manifold itself. The other bolt holes, got the flange. I can put a nut on the backside and tighten it if I could ever get them drilled out. I'm having a heck of a time drilling out, mainly because I'm under the car like that. So I guess for now, that's a no-go on that. Luckily some parts came in, so I guess I'll put them on, but yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out exhaust. There we go. A little shorter, but that's all I can find online. It's not exact. It'll have to do. Well, would you just look at that? I can actually accurately measure that, but that's about a quarter. But it looks like, because you know, that is a little bit shorter, and it really wasn't exactly where I liked it to begin with anyway. Because to be honest, you know, I believe the rule of thumb has always been about half the blade covered by the shroud to get the most efficiency out of the fan shroud. I need a 1/4 inch spacer, and I don't think those were actually that much of a difference on height. They may have been, but when I pulled it off, I don't remember it being that close. But we're gonna go with 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 to get that right, so that it spins and moves air efficiently through the new radiator. So, you know, yeah. Not how I was hoping to end today, you know. I was going to do more, but I keep running into issues. You know, this right here, well, I don't know how easy I can take that off. Might as well go ahead and take the reservoir off and, crap. But yeah, find a place for the new one. Because the one I bought's a little bit different. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Now it's not perfect, but like I just said, it'll work. And all we need is just a little catch can for some antifreeze. Not a big deal. So at least something's accomplished today. But It's not what I wanted, you know? You can only do so much, and not everything goes according to plan. As much as you wish it would. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim that hose down a little bit. Still a good hose, especially for just overflow. That clamp is too small. It is not. And there's at least one win today. That's not a lot, but I'm going to take it. Now, because this overflow tank is universal, and the hole for it is in the lid itself where it's supposed to come out at, if I have a problem with it ever coming out this way, I might drill into it and put something on it and then run a hose out somewhere if that ever becomes an issue. But you know, as long as it's got antifreeze in it, I ain't gotta be too full. So yeah, plus I got rid of this you know, charcoal canister here because that thing's heavy. It's no freaking telling. I don't know if it's ever been changed, so it's probably not any good. Thought about taking the AC off now at this point, but that requires me removing these hoses, and I'm going to leave that alone. At least it has stock AC. It may or may not work, but I don't care. It's there, and that's what a lot of people think. So it's getting dark. I got to clean up. Made some progress. Gotta think of it that way. Made progress. Even though I guess you could consider finding flaws in it progress, so you know, should have just left the pipes where they were. But on that manifold over there, because of the way it wide piped, it literally came down and bent under the starter, and that wasn't good. So I kind of wanted to turn it and go that way and then weld onto it, as you saw, and yeah, I just couldn't weld to it. So technically, to fix them correctly, I'd have to take the manifolds off. If I'm going that far to take the manifolds off, headers are going on as soon as I find a pair. Which, by the time you see this episode, I'm sure I've already found a pair. So, found a carburetor, booster, little stuff here and there. It's getting there. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching.